If I could like make my model eye roll like permanently, I would. This shit has got to stop. Okay. Hi, I'm Alice. I talk to the pretty boys, gotcha gaming, otome gaming, everything else. No, I don't. Not everything else. I talk about things that might get me into trouble. And this will probably get me into some trouble. But you know what? I can live with that. So this is going to be like a live reaction to maybe even a knee-jerk reaction, maybe. Um I would say like I don't know what's going on in terms of like the bullying and the harassment of um fellow Love and DeepSpace content creators out there. I don't know the ins and out, but I can say something to this because it's not new and it's unfortunate. I think that people need to realize that people who make content are people. They're humans. And it's like, "Oh yeah, duh, Alice, I know that." I mean, but yeah, we all know that, but like we don't really think about what that means, I feel. Like when you leave a comment for somebody, that is a person who's reading it. And that is a person who has emotions and they might not be having a great day. Okay, maybe you're not having a great day too, but that doesn't mean like you need to post some bullshit on somebody's like um video or in their chat or something like that. And like people think that it doesn't affect people. It totally does affect people. And you can't say, oh, those people, they're just being sensitive or grow thicker skin. I think we're beyond that. It's 2025. I think we're beyond telling people to get thicker skin. Like, how about you just don't be a rude piece of shit in the first place? How about that? How about you have a brain for a moment and you don't have to say everything that you're thinking, right? I'm sorry. This shit like bothers me because we need to be better. People need to be better. So, what's going on? From what I understand, a big content creator, I don't know why people aren't saying her name. Maybe she asked not to or doesn't want like the attention, which I totally understand. So, fine, whatever. I think like if you know, you know anyways, has decided to take a break because she's basically had enough of the bullshit. Let's just call it what it is. And I get that. I've taken many breaks. This isn't my first channel, even though like I don't really have a lot of like numbers or anything. I've had many channels. I've done many things. um, I've stepped away from things because it wasn't serving me. It wasn't making me happy, and it was becoming more stressful for me. And so I just stopped. Like I don't owe anybody anything. I mean, it, you can just stop. But I mean, I know I say that like it's so easy. It's not. And I'm somebody that has been doing this for some time and maybe too much time. And I've gotten to a place where I can be somewhat okay with things. Um, but it can still bother me. It still bothers me sometimes. I won't even lie. Sometimes I'll read a comment. Sometimes it's not even directed at me, and I'm just like, "What the fuck?" Like, I don't say anything, but I've noticed that the Love and Deep Space community is fractured. there, and I don't think that is the community's fault. I think actually it's Infald's fault for enabling it a little bit because the game itself is made for, I don't know what you want to call it, obsession, codependence, possessiveness. Like it's made for a somewhat parasocial relationship for the player who's playing the game to have with these fictional men, right? So I do think the game, in a way, either attracts people like that or it facilitates it. And I'm not surprised. Like I mean, I'm not gonna call anybody out, but like I've seen it on my videos. I've seen it on other people's videos where people get like weirdly defensive. Especially, yeah, you come at me. I know you can come at me, but like, especially you Silas girlies, like you need to chill out. Not everybody loves your Raven boy, okay? He is problematic. They all are. I'm not even gonna say like Xavier's sweet and everything, but they're all problematic. That's the point, right? It's an Otome game. If they were all perfect, it wouldn't be interesting. The stories wouldn't be interesting. They wouldn't be entertaining. Like that's the whole point. They all have their flaws. They're not perfect, but we're told that they're perfect. So when people criticize them, you know, people get all like, oh, well, that's my boy. Don't criticize my boy. It's almost like sports fans. Sports fans are very similar. It's like, don't criticize my team. Only I can hate on my team. You can't hate on my team. I say this as a Leafs fan. I know what I'm talking about. So it's like, um, it can get crazy. And if you're making content and you're getting that towards you, I can only imagine how it can make you feel. And it can make you feel like, why the fuck am I doing this? Like, I'm not having fun anymore. I'm spending money on this game, making content, and for what? So people can tell me, one, I'm wrong. People could tell me that I can't like the people that I like. I can't criticize, things in the game. I can't say anything even remotely negative about anything. Oh, but you can say negative things about Info. Nobody gives a shit. But once you say something negative about like Raphael, it's like, oh my God, the floodgates open. And it's like, it wasn't even meant that way. It's like, I love Raphael. I actually like, I love all of the boys in my own way. When I say love, you know what I mean. It's like, I I don't hate the game at all. I really like the game. I like the game for what it's doing. I like that it's different than other Otome games. It's trying new things. I like that Infold is willing to take risks like that. But like the community can be pretty rough. Uh, and I can see how it can suck the fun out of the game, which is why I try to encourage people to play the game how you want to play it. Don't worry about other people. Don't worry if people have more memories than you, if they've spent money on the game, if they're more, quote, ahead than you. Like, just don't worry about those things. That's why I say in my videos, pull on things that make you happy. Don't do it because you feel like you need to collect something. Don't do it because you feel like you need to, keep up with the Joneses or whatever, with everybody else, what everybody else is doing in the fandom, or if people are saying like this is the best memory ever or whatever. Like, you don't have to drop like $100 just to get a stupid myth, which, by the way, those myths those myth events are fucking scams. I hate them so much. And I know Xavier's is coming up next. And I say this and I'm going to sound hypocritical because next thing you know, oh, Alice is going to have a video in a couple weeks about how she spent all this money to get Xavier's new myth. Yeah, I mean, that will happen. But I just mean, you don't have to drop all the money because if you feel pressured for that, and you don't have to like what the community likes, and you don't have to like what other people like, and you don't have to play the game how other people play it. You play it how you want to play it. Don't listen to anybody else. It is a unique game where it does bring a lot of criticism from people who don't understand the game, who've never played the game, from people who hear things about the game that aren't necessarily true. Like they watch a they watch a male VTuber, I'm not going to name names, but there are plenty of them who make content that are like, I'm going to try to play this game and not get turned on. Oh, oops, I got turned on. Like, and then you just think that's all the game is. It's not, right? If you play it, there's a lot more to it. But then Infold doesn't help things by doing these experiments with parasocial interactivity, and adding these things like sleep mode and meet the parents or whatever interactivities that cross the line from just a tome story game to, I don't know, AI digital boyfriend, like boyfriend simulator, right? And then with that comes that codependence that can be quite problematic, especially if people lash out, because of it. But I mean, I understand, but at the same time, it's like, I think we need to be, just in general, just watch what we say, try to be careful about what energy we present to the world and what energy we are directing towards people. Yeah. Anyways, that's all I'm going to really say about that. I hope that the creator can at least enjoy Love and DeepSpace again, away from the community. I know things like that suck for content creators, especially if like that was like your main content. Like the algorithm is such a bullshit. Like I can go on about the algorithm, and the way like how it basically treats like your content. I don't know if you've ever tried to make a channel, whether streaming or YouTube or anything, and like the number one advice is like niche down, niche down. You need to just do one thing, which makes sense for the algorithm, but as a person, spice is the variety of life, or whatever. What did I say that backwards? Variety is the spice of life, right? And it's you'll burn out if you just focus on one thing the entire time and that's all you're doing day in, day out. Like you're just gonna burn yourself out. But like the algorithm doesn't give a shit about that. It's like, where's my Love and Deep Space content? Oh, you didn't post Love and Deep Space? Oh, well, I'm not going to push this out to anybody because who cares? Give me more Love and Deep Space. That's the algorithm. So when you build your channel on one thing and then you don't want to do that one thing anymore, it can be quite stressful. So I do hope that that content creator is okay and that she's taking some time for herself and refocusing, um, finding maybe things around her that can ground her, and all that. So, anyways, that's my piece. That's what I have to say about all of this. I know it's different from my channel, right? I don't normally like say things like this on my channel, this channel. But when I used to stream, it was kind of like this all the time. I don't know. I don't know. Is this a good thing? I don't want to become one of those like drama react channels. Oh my gosh, I fucking hate those channels. It's junk food. It's what I call junk content. There's like nothing in it. I shouldn't say nothing, but like it's like mostly just empty calories, but like video content form. This isn't much better. I would say like this is like, those desserts that say it's like chocolate pudding, but it's like avocado with cocoa in it, and they try to serve it and tell you it's chocolate pudding. It's like, I swear, it's kind of sweet, and you're like, this is no. You haven't had chocolate pudding before? You don't know what it tastes like. I'm rambling. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna end this. Bye. I'm gonna get out of your face. Enjoy Love in Deep Space. Don't have people tell you how to play the game. If you love Silas, then you fucking love Silas. Just don't get your panties in a bunch if somebody is critical. And a pink-haired bunny girl might say that he's problematic, but that's just like her projecting her own past experiences with certain guys, and that's why she doesn't like Silas. So please understand that. Okay? Okay. Hi, bye. I'm out.